All the students are requested to please settle down. All the students, please settle down now. The guests for the day have arrived.
ये पिट की किसने लगा दी वहां से क्या लगा रहे हैं सिर वो
All of you, please settle down. The guests will be arriving any minute now.
during the session.
All of you, please settle down now. Faculties are in.
यही तो नहीं होगा वहां जो बोलोगे क्या रखोगे
इसे कर दो नहीं। ये रेडी है या नहीं मैंने उसको फोन किया हाँ सब सेट यहीं से खड़े हो मुझे
Technology is a beautiful gift, but it can also be a double edged sword. A very good morning to respected dignitaries, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty members, and dear participants. This thought by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam reminds us that technological progress must always go hand in hand with human values and responsibility. It gives me, Priyanka Mavi and Ms. Anurupa Ganguly, assistant professors at DBIT, immense pleasure to welcome you all to a two-day national seminar on the topic Right to Privacy, Digital Space and Human Rights at Don Bosco Institute of Technology in collaboration with National Human Rights Commission. Today, as our lives become increasingly connected through digital platforms, the right to privacy, digital peace, and human rights have emerged as a critical concerns of our time. While technology has transformed the way we communicate, learn, work, and participate in society, it has also brought challenges such as data misuse, online surveillance, cyberbullying, misinformation, hate speech, and digital discrimination. The right to privacy protects our dignity, autonomy, and personal identity. Digital peace calls for a safe, respectful, inclusive, and conflict free online environment. And human rights reminds us that technological advancements must ultimately serve humanity. This seminar, therefore, provides a meaningful platform to deliberate on how we can create a digital world that is not only innovative and connected, but also ethical, peaceful, secure, inclusive, and respectful of human dignity and fundamental rights.
Moving forward, with the blessings of the Almighty God, we will begin this program with the prayer song and lighting of the lamp ceremony. May I request our esteemed dignitaries to please come forward for the lighting of the lamp ceremony. We now come to a very special and gracious moment of our program, the felicitation of our esteemed guest as a token of respect, gratitude, and appreciation for their valuable presence and contribution. To begin the felicitation, may I invite Professor Sajan M. George, Chairman DBIT, to kindly felicitate Ms. Neeru Kamboj, Presenting Officer, National Human Rights Commission, with a memento. Thank you, Father. Ma'am, you have to stay back. May I now invite Professor Vikas Rao Wadi, Director DBIT, to kindly felicitate Ms. Neeru Kamboj ma'am with a planter as a token of respect. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. You may please take your seats. May I now invite Professor Sajan M. George, Chairman DBIT, to kindly felicitate Mr. Pankaj Pachauri, Senior Journalist and Founder, Go News, with a memento. Can we have a huge round of applause here? Thank you, Father. May I now invite Professor Vikas Rao Wadi, Director DBIT, to kindly felicitate Mr. Pankaj Pachauri with a planter. Thank you, sir. You may please take your seats. May I now invite Professor Shalu Tandon, Vice Principal DBIT, to kindly felicitate Professor Sajan M. George, Chairman DBIT, with a planter. A huge round of applause here. Thank you, Father. Thank you, ma'am. May I now invite Dr. Shruti Chopra, Associate Professor DBIT, to kindly felicitate Father Biju Akhiletu, SDB, Chief Finance Officer, with a planter. Can we have a huge round of applause? Thank you, Father. Thank you, ma'am. May I now invite Dr. P.K. Nayak, HOD Commerce Department, DBIT, to kindly felicitate Professor Vikas Rawadi, Director, DBIT, with the planter. Thank you, sir. You may please take your seats. We sincerely appreciate your presence and look forward to your valuable insights on the role of media and digital communication in strengthening human rights and digital peace.
Now, to begin with, let us brief you all about our esteemed institution. Don Bosco Institute of Technology, Delhi is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University and approved by the AICTE Delhi. It's a premier educational institution in Delhi NCR, offering programs in MBA, MCA, BBA, BCom Honors, and BCA. DBIT is managed by the Bosco Technical Training Society, Salesians of Don Bosco, a global organization founded by St. John Bosco in 1859 with the mission to empower underprivileged youth through education. The Salesians operate in 139 countries and are the largest non-governmental provider of technical education in India. DBIT is committed to provide a first-rate educational experience in an environment focused on peace, justice, and social responsibility, along with the state-of-the-art infrastructure and academic facilities. Now let me take the privilege to introduce our dignitaries. We are now honored to introduce the management of Don Bosco Institute of Technology. Reverend Professor Sajan M. George, SDB, is currently the chairman of Don Bosco Institute of Technology. He is also a visiting faculty at Holy Family College of Nursing, Okhla. Before coming here, he held various other positions such as MD Bosco Society for Printing and Graphic Designing, Principal Don Bosco Yuva Kendra, Administrator, Dean of Studies, etc. To his he has 6 master's degrees and 4 bachelor degrees. To mention a few, MN, MN, MBA, MPhil, and PhD. He has attended 22 short-term courses, and his main area of interest remains in HR and marketing. He has also conducted various technical and soft skill sessions. Some agencies, such as Youth Reach, Tech Mahindra Foundation, and the British Council of India, have recognized him as their master trainer for soft skills and communication skills. He has published 6 books, has a patent for 1 title, was a research assistant, and has edited 7 journals. His publications are 24 in number, ranging from Web of Science to Scopus and UGC Care listed journals. He has also conducted 12 events, has participated in 33 international and national conferences, and has also participated in 68 international and national webinars. He has also participated in 141 international and national level quiz competitions. In 9 national webinars, he has acted as a resource person and has presented papers in 34 international and national conferences. He has received various awards totaling to 27. To mention a few, Best Young Faculty Award, Best Research Scholar Awards, Best Participant Awards, Best Paper Award, and so on. He is also the custodian of the Best Student Award and was a gold medalist in several studies that he has completed. He has also the honor of being a life member of Research Development Association. He is a good teacher who has handled several subjects in the management field. He has also assisted and guided research work at the MBA, MPhil, and PhD level. He is also a linguist, and sports and games seems to be his passion. We appreciate your services and look forward to working with you and guiding us in the future. We welcome you, Father.
Respected Chief Guest of the day, Ms. Neeru Kamboj, Presenting Officer, NHRC, the Guest of Honor of the day, Mr. Pankaj Chowri, Service Journalist and Founder of Goa News. CFO is missing. respected director of our college, Don Bosco Institute of Technology, Professor Vikas Rao Wadi, Vice Principal, Professor Shalu Tandon, coordinator of today's and tomorrow's program, Professor Ruthi, Professor Badi mein aayenge. Other faculty members, HODs, coordinators, and you, Gen Z. A warm and hearty welcome to Right to Privacy, Digital Space, and Human Rights. You laughed. Those who laughed are the ones who are most vulnerable. Remember that. Technology has transformed the entire world into a minimum things. The world has become a small global village wherein everything has become easy, everything has become comfortable, everything has become within the reach. One press of a button and you have what you need within your reach. Remember, your mobile betrays you where you go. The applications that you download tells you what you like. Social media tells you what all things and to whom are you communicating. AI also will give you what are the predictions that they can make with regards to your likeness and your dislikeness. Yes, technology is there at our side, and particularly the generation that you are, Gen Z, that has become very comfortable for you. When we were of your age, mobile was not thinkable. After that, mobile became thinkable, but without the manual, we never knew how to operate it. For you, manual is the last thing that you want to have. Give a gadget, within no time, you are the master of it. That is where we have reached today. That is where we are saying technology, it is taking the better of all of us. Can we avoid it? Certainly not. Can we go with it? We ought to go with it. And that is what I am reminded about a little story. We know that when you make a phone call or when you have accessed the mobile, there would be certainly advertisements coming. And there is an advertisement that said, this software is free for you. Download it, a click away for you. And one youngster like you, he just pressed it. And then formalities were continued. And at one stage, it said, we would like to have access to contact numbers, to the photos that are there in the gallery, and everything that is in the mobile. And without having realized, the person said yes. And after a while, the person started receiving advertisement based on what they identified. Calls started coming from various departments, making their queries concerned. And the person wondered, what is it all about? And dear friends, that is a question. What is it all about? And that is what, remember, today you are there to understand, analyze, and to assimilate and make your choices rightly, wherein right to privacy, digital space, and your human rights. Do we still have a private space? And we may understand private space seems to be a difficult space to understand, to identify, and to conquer it. We may lose our personality. We may lose who we are. And we may still think to groan and say, today I have been bluffed. There were people who are taking advantage of me. And there are people who are watching me. And there are so many of those excuses. We can fire it. But remember, losing one's own privacy is almost saying that I'm Mr. Nobody. And that is where we need to understand. It is not only privacy means having a sacred place. Remember, your dignity, your freedom, your authority, and your personal choices, they all should remain at God. The question stands, Do I have it all? This is what is going on before you. Today. For answer this question, what do I share? How do I share? And what consequence will it bring for me? Dear friends, wishing you all the very best to answer these questions and to make your discernment proper so that no regrets, no pain, only gain. All the best.
Father, for your warm and inspiring welcome address. Your thoughtful words have set the perfect tone for this seminar. It is now my pleasure to introduce Father Biju, Chief Finance Officer, DBIT. Father Biju SDB is a qualified and experienced professional with a diverse range of credentials. With an MBA in HR, a master's in Christianity, and a B.Ed, he possesses a unique blend of skills that made him excel in the field of management and administration. With over 20 years of experience in management and administration, Father Biju has fine-tuned his expertise in organizational development, making him a valuable asset in any leadership role. His previous roles as director of the Refugee Assistance Project of UNHCR in India and managing the financial administration of Don Bosco institutions in northern India have further solidified his reputation as a competent leader. Despite his impressive credentials and experience, he is known for his humility and unassuming nature. He approaches every challenge with grace and a willingness to learn from those around him, earning him the respect and admiration of his colleagues and peers. As a youth animator and trainer, he is praised for his ability to connect with people on a personal level and appeal to their hearts, making him an effective mentor and a role model. We are delighted to have you, Father, with us. Moving forward, it is my honor now to introduce our director, sir, Professor Vikas Rawadi. Professor Vikas Rawadi holds a PhD in information technology and is having around 26 plus years of experience. Earlier, he had worked as a director at Trinity Institute of Professional Studies, affiliated to GGSIPU, and as a faculty at Saudi Electronic University in Dammam, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. He was appointed as Dean Academics at Satya College of Engineering and Technology and affiliated college of MDU Rohtak. He is Senior Life Member of ISTE and Senior Life Member of Computer Society of India. He has authored books, reviewed books, and published several papers in international and national journals. He has 6 patents. He is in the editorial board of the Global Journal of Enterprise Information System. His areas of research are data analytics, big data, soft computing, network security, etc. We welcome you, sir, to address the gathering. Can we have a huge round of applause here?
Thank you, Anurupa. Chief guest of the day, Honorable Ms. Neeru Kamboj, ma'am. Guest of honor, Mr. Pankaj sir, Pankaj Pachori sir. Our respected chairman sir, Father Sajan M. George. Our CFO, Father Biju, Vice Principal, Professor Shalu Tandon, Event Coordinator, Dr. Shruti Chopra, all HODs, faculty members, and students here. As I was sitting in the front just now, I did not prepare anything for this. I was thinking that what exactly my students they are going to get out of this event. Normally, whenever we go, we must prepare for this because every day event we must consider that as a new beginning and as a new examination for us. When I was seeing in front here, the thing what is written here that is right to privacy, digital space, and human rights. And anyway, when right starts, so right gives you something which is interrelated with duties. Now, whenever we are thinking of right, we must be aware with our duties too. My dear students, here today you are physically present for this NHRC workshop, and those two honorable, respected, and renowned persons, they are available. This mobile phone remains with you for 24 hours almost. By the time you are not there into deep sleep, that's it. Today in this hall also, I am observing, I am seeing that you are not seeing here in front and you are there into your mobile phones. Whatever you want to learn through your mobile, that can teach you after this seminar also. Is my request and request to my teachers too, that ensure that every single student, those who are here, their mobile phones must be in switch off mode. It does not mean that I am violating any human right, right? Anything in whatever best way wherein I am guiding my students, want to tell them something which is good for them, because this is my duty. This is my duty. If I will not fulfill my duty, right, I cannot give rights to my students. And rights are important for my students. My dear students, we all have observed very recently this one protest at Jantar Mantar. And without talking about that and how it has happened and what you have learned out of it, this is very important. These days, any uncommon word which comes, we are more impacted and affected out of that word. And normally on social media, we would like to associate with those things. There were one or two students also to whom I asked, and they have taken admission in very first year in this college, ma'am. This is the real story I'm telling you. मैंने कहा क्यों गए थे वहां पे? Those two students replied, कहते सर रील बनाने गए थे. मैंने कहा अच्छा क्या रील बनाई? कहते सर वो रील बनाई देखो, and he showed me that reel, no, wherein one police wala, he was running behind the student, एक हाथ डंडा भी लगा, लेकिन बहुत लोगों ने देख लिया. He was very happy. बहुत लोगों ने देख लिया, right? We are not there for बहुत लोगों ने देख लिया. That protest was for what? That protest was for paper leak of this NEET examination. Why I have raised this topic, I'll tell you. If I ask any one of you here that who are the first two toppers of this year's NEET, it totally depends on my interest, that what I want to take out of this social media and what I don't want. Make sure there are ample things available on social media. There are things which are right, there are things which are not, but it is up to us that what we want to take out of it. पहली पोजीशन पंजाब की, दूसरी पोजीशन हरियाणा की, तीसरी पोजीशन राजस्थान की, चौथी पोजीशन बिहार की, पांचवी पोजीशन महाराष्ट्र की. पहला बच्चा जो टॉप किया आर्यन गुप्ता, दूसरा बच्चा जो टॉप किया प्रांशुल बंसल. कितने लोगों को पता है? लेकिन हमें यह पता है कि वहां पे प्रोटेस्ट हुआ था, और ये प्रोटेस्ट ये नीट था और उसके लीक के लिए हुआ था. Is my request to every one of you, those who are here, students, use this social media which is correct for you, which is guiding you in the right track, right? So you must understand your rights, and along with that, you must understand your duties, and duties towards society, duties towards your family, and ultimately duties towards this great nation इंडिया. मैं ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा. 15 अगस्त आने वाला है. एडवांस में हमारी तरफ से स्वतंत्रता दिवस की सबको बहुत शुभकामनाएं हैं. जय भारत, जय हिंद.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. We now welcome our chief guest of the day, Ms. Neeru Kamboj, Presenting Officer, National Human Rights Commission. It is our privilege to introduce Ms. Neeru Kamboj. Ms. Kamboj is an additional district and session judge of the Haryana Superior Judicial Service and is presently serving on deputation as a presenting officer in the law division of the NHRC, where she is associated with M1 section. Her professional journey reflects extensive experience in the judicial and legal domain, with a strong engagement with issues concerning law, justice, and human rights. In her capacity at the NHRC, Ms. Kamboj contributes to the Commission's legal functions and has also participated in academic and professional forums dealing with contemporary human rights and access to justice issues. In May 2026, she participated as a panelist at the National Consultation of Stakeholders on Enhancing Access to Justice for Women Victims of Domestic Violence by Rethinking Institutional Structures, organized by National Law University, Odisha. She has also addressed academic events, including serving as a guest of honor at the valedictory session of the 5th National Moot Court Competition at Fairfield Institute of Management and Technology, New Delhi in March 2026. Her presence today is particularly valuable as we deliberate upon the rights to privacy, digital peace, and human rights, issues that require a careful understanding of law, technology, individual dignity, and justice in an increasingly digital society. We are honored to have you with us as a distinguished judicial professional whose experience can provide meaningful perspectives on the evolving relationship between human rights and the digital world. May we please have you on stage to address the gathering? Can we have a huge round of applause for ma'am?
Good morning, respected dignitaries, faculty members, and my dear students. It's an absolute honor and privilege to be here and to address this august gathering today. It's been after years that I'm back in college, and I'm glad to address the Gen Z, the future of our nation. This event marks the beginning, the commencement of a two-day national seminar on right to privacy, digital space, and human rights. Now, this topic is of immense contemporary significance. Right to privacy, we all know, is now a fundamental right. We know about the 9 judges bench judgment in Justice K.S. Puttaswamy's case, wherein the right to privacy was held to be part and parcel of the right to life and liberty enshrined in Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. But let me tell you, this concept of right to privacy isn't novel. Way back in the year 1763, William Pitt, the Elder, as he was called, a British statesman, he proclaimed in the House of Commons during a debate. Allow me to quote, and thereafter we are going to discuss the significance of what he said. The poorest man made in cottage, bid defiance to all the forces of the crown. It may be frail, it may shake, the wind may blow through it, the storm may enter, the rain may enter, but the King of England shall not enter. This signifies that the sacred sanctity, the sacred haven of a man's house shall not be violated by the crown's forces, the state instrumentalities as well. A man has a right to privacy to secure his house, and the state would not enter his privacy. So this right was recognized even then. It has evolved over times, and now we have reached an era which we call the digital era, where more than the real life, we live in the digital space. Now, by treading into the digital space, we've let in a host of intruders into our personal and private lives. Unwittingly, though, the digital algorithms, as we all know, they are designed to gather our personal data and information. How? Your shopping patterns that you all are very fond of nowadays, the online shopping patterns, the browsing history, your locations, your social media applications and activities, the photographs and the videos that you upload on the social media, all give an insight into your personal lives. A picture speaks 1,000 words. One picture of yours that you upload on the social media, on the internet, on the www, is likely to give information about your location and other such details which can be gathered by experts. Digital scams have eluded the victims as well as the investigating agencies alike. Now we have cybercrime syndicates that work across the national boundaries, making it difficult for the investigating agencies to handle the situations of crime detection. They are grappling with the situation of discerning and decrypting their modus operandi, how to find out their working mechanism, which changes every day, which improvises every day. Now, when I talk of cyber crimes, a scene flashes across my mind. A scene from the movie Mr. India. You must all have seen that. You literally, while tackling a cyber crime, the victim as well as the investigating agencies are battling an invisible intruder, which is very difficult to handle, which is very difficult to detect. These intruders, these crime syndicates, they operate across the borders and through mule accounts, pseudonyms, through other syndicates' assistance, making it difficult for crime detection. Now, ignorance may be a bliss, as the saying goes, but certainly not in today's digital era. You have to be vigilant about your rights so as to secure your privacy and not let yourself become a victim to fraudsters and hackers. Now, students of yesteryears used to write essays on TV, television, a boon or a bane. Nowadays, we ask students to write passages on AI, advantages and disadvantages. But tell me, when you are preparing for such an essay or when you are thinking of writing a passage on an essay on this, how many of you do not refer to the AI, do not ask it what its advantages and disadvantages are? Imagine you are writing about the AI and you are asking about it from the AI itself to enumerate, to enlist its pros and cons. Would it be frank enough to tell you its weaknesses, its disadvantages? Yes, the positive attributes, it would enlist them, n number of them. The negatives, only a few apparent ones would be enlisted. But reading between the lines, you'll come across the reality. It's a stark reality that during this 2-day program, we are trying to bring home to you. Social networking sites, all of you must be on some or the other social networking site. I would like to share an example with you, a live example. An acquaintance of mine happened to log into a social networking site and created an account on it. After some time, she wanted to quit that account. She exercised her option by clicking the relevant option on the screen. Despite that, she kept receiving the prompts and the notifications from the site. So she had a doubt on her mind. Probably she had not yet exited properly. Probably she had not yet completed the procedure of quitting the site. So what she did was to check this aspect, whether or not she had completed the process of quitting the site, she logged into it. And lo, the moment she did so, she activated her account on her own. Later, she realized that some of the social networking sites have hidden settings which do not let you leave them very easily. Even if you quit the site and thereafter receive some messages, once during a period of 30 days, you log in again. The moment you do so, by clicking at the button, you activate your account automatically. So this is how the scenario goes. You have to be very vigilant. Now, what one would wonder, what was so precious, what was so valuable about that one account on the social media website that the operators would not let her quit? Remember, they say now that data is a new oil. Your personal data is fetching billions of dollars for the people who are involved in this capitalistic activity of minting money through networking sites which are offered to you free of cost. The cost you pay for using these freebies, so-called freebies on the internet is your own privacy, your own self. Now, the data protection laws, they do exist, but they are at the nascent stage. They may step in for damage control, but by the time you've just realized that you've been victimized and you approach the law enforcement agencies, mind you, much of the damage must already have been caused. Maybe the money would have been extorted from you or extracted from your accounts without your knowledge. Maybe your picture would have been made viral by then. So the damage control measures would not be as effective as the preventive measures could have been. One of the gravest form and the important forms of human rights violations is through the digital platforms, which we must be aware of. Now, the next time you click on any video that says that you're not here by chance, God sent this video for you and such like, just to tempt you to click on them, beware. Be vigilant, pause, reflect, and think before you click on that option. There are some viruses which have been designed in such a manner that when they are uploaded through a file on the net and made accessible to the public, whenever somebody downloads that file, along with the file, the virus also gets downloaded. And that virus may click on the camera on your gadgets, on your laptops, on your phones automatically, capturing your personal and private data. There have been instances of such like nature. So remember, students, the footprints on the sandy shores may not last forever, but the imprints that you leave on the digital forum and platforms, they shall fade never ever. Always remember this while you're using the social media, the internet. I hope this program marks a wake-up call for all of us. We have to be vigilant about our human rights, especially the right to privacy, in this era of digitalization and digital space. I hope this program is all the success, and I wish all the success for this program. I also congratulate the organizers for coming up with a very relevant topic, which is of immense significance to the students and the youth and all of us, rather, for us also in this contemporary time period. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your insights. The details you shared with us is surely very much alarming, and we truly have to be very vigilant enough now. May I now invite Dr. Shruti Chopra, Associate Professor, Don Bosco Institute of Technology, to deliver the vote of thanks for the inaugural session.
Respected Chief Guest Madam Neeru Kamboj, our distinguished guest Sir Pankaj Pachauri, Chairman Sir Reverend Professor Sajan M. George, Chief Finance Officer Father Biju, Madam Vice Principal Professor Shalu Tandon, heads of the departments, faculty members, and my dear students, everyone present here. Very good evening to all of you. It is my privilege to propose the formal vote of thanks on the occasion of inaugural of the National Seminar on Right to Privacy, Digital Spaces, and Human Rights, organized by Don Bosco Institute of Technology in collaboration with National Human Rights Commission. Before we begin, allow me to reflect upon a timeless verse from our ancient Indian scriptures that beautifully captures the very essence of human rights. Ayam nijah parobhati karna lagu chetsam udar charita naam tu vasudev kutumbakam. This is mine, that is his. Such thoughts belong to narrow-minded. For those of noble character, the whole world is one family. This is a verse from Maha Upanishad. This profound thought, Vasudev Kutumbakam, reminds us that the dignity, privacy, and rights of every individual are sacred. We all belong to one universal family. It is in this very spirit that today's seminar has been envisioned. At the outset, I extend my deepest gratitude to the National Human Rights Commission for sponsoring the seminar and collaborating with our institution. Your generous support and confidence in Don Bosco Institute of Technology have made it possible for us to host such a meaningful event on a subject as timely and significant as the right to privacy in digital spaces. We are truly honored to be associated with the Commission in this noble endeavor of spreading awareness about human rights. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Madam Meeru Kamboj, for gracing this occasion with her esteemed presence. Your insightful words have not only inspired us, but have also deepened our understanding of the vital importance of privacy and human rights in today's rapidly evolving digital world. We are truly honored to have you had with us today. I also extend my sincere thanks to our distinguished guest, Mr. Pankaj Pachori, for taking the time out of his busy schedule to be with us. Your presence and thought-provoking perspective will add immense value to the seminar. The seminar would not have been possible without the constant support and blessings of our management at Don Bosco Institute of Technology. I express my profound gratitude to Reverend Professor Sajan M. George, our chairman, whose vision and encouragement continue to guide our institution towards excellence. My sincere thanks to Father Biju, our Chief Finance Officer, for his unwavering support in every endeavor we undertake. I also extend my heartfelt appreciation to Professor Vikas Rao Bhati, our Director Sir, and Professor Shalu Tandon, Madam Vice Principal, whose leadership, guidance, and constant motivation have been instrumental in making the seminar a reality. My sincere thanks to heads of the departments for their wholehearted cooperation and support in organizing this event. Your coordination has been invaluable. A special word of appreciation goes to our wonderful anchors, Ms. Anupa and Ms. Priyanka Mavi, whose eloquence and grace will keep the program flowing seamlessly from start to finish. I would like to acknowledge and thank our hospitality team for their warm welcome, arrangements, and our technical team whose behind the scene efforts ensured that everything will go smoothly. Last but not the least, my sincere thanks to every single person who has worked tirelessly behind the scenes, to faculty members, staff, volunteers, student coordinators. Your dedication and hard work are the true reason behind the success of this event. To our dear participants and audience, thank you for your enthusiastic presence, your attentive listening, and your active participation will make the program even more meaningful. With this, I once again thank each and every one of you. The spirit of Vasudev Kutumbakam inspire us all to become better advocates of privacy, dignity, human rights, and in our respective spheres. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. We now invite all the dignitaries along with the faculty members to join us on stage for a group photograph. All the faculty members are also requested to please join us on stage. All the faculty members, please join us on stage for the group photograph. Thank you, everyone. You may please take your seats. We request everyone to now please stand up for the national anthem. Can we please contain discipline here? To everyone.
All the students are requested to please maintain the decorum. Thank you, everyone. We will now begin with the first session for the seminar. Session 1 is on privacy in our pocket, how media shapes what you share online. To deliberate on this topic, today we have among us Mr. Pankaj Pachauri, journalist and founder, who News, to throw light on understanding how news platforms, social media algorithms, and digital content influence online behavior, data sharing habits, and consent as an everyday user. About our speaker, Mr. Pankaj Pachauri is a distinguished senior journalist and the founder and editor-in-chief of Go News. With more than 3 decades of experience in print and broadcast journalism, Mr. Pachauri has worked across 3 continents and has been associated with several leading media organizations, including NDTV, BBC World Service, Public Radio International, India Today, The Sunday Observer, and The Patriot. In 2017, he launched Go News, an app-based television news channel, marking his transition from journalism to digital media entrepreneurship. His career reflects a strong commitment to free, secular, and progressive journalism, and his contributions to the field have earned him several national and international journalism awards. Mr. Pachauri has also served for over 2 years as the communication advisor to former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, where he was involved in developing and executing media strategies for major international engagements, including the G20, BRICS, ASEAN, NAM, and United Nations General Assembly. He has also contributed to academic and professional forums on media, communication technology, and digital society. His extensive experience at the intersection of journalism, digital media technology, and public communication makes his presence specifically significant for today's seminar on right to privacy, digital peace, and human rights. We look forward to gaining valuable insight from his experience on the changing digital media landscape and the responsibilities of journalism in protecting truth, public interest, human dignity, and democratic values. Let's have a huge round of applause for our guest of honor, Mr. Pankaj Pachauri. We request you, sir, to please join us on stage.
Thank you very much, DBIT. I welcome all the students here. And right to privacy, digital space, and human rights. This, if you have to make some sort of a reel on this, how will you make it? Serious question. Any ideas? I want this to be very interactive. This is not a one-way communication. This is not Nam Sandesh. Okay, it's not address. I want you to think and put your heads together, because we are going to talk about a lot about how the digital space works, what the technology platforms do, and how to understand all these three topics. Any ideas? How will you make a reel with this?
Please raise your hand.
Anyone has got any ideas? अब आपके टीचर्स यहाँ पर है तो आपको शर्म भी आ रही है, I can understand. So I thought about it and I've got something for you. This is, I think, one of the most watched reel in the last 1 month in India. Everyone is now, knows how to make a reel. Okay. This reel is made by two people who are who got national award in this country for their acting skills. Okay, Anupam Kher, Boman Irani. बाकी दो का मुझे मालूम नहीं है, वो थोड़ा लफंडर टाइप लोग हैं. What makes a 70-year-old man and another 60-year-old man to imitate 19-year-old boys made a reel on the street? This is not the original reel. Original reel, I don't know, you will be having that, which was from Jantar Mantar. So what makes these two people who run film academies, foundations, to imitate young people? That is the point of social media today. Our Prime Minister is now using Instagram, everyone knows. And he uploads his addresses at 12 in the night, because that is the time when all of you are scrolling. So that is the power of social media. The Ministry of External Affairs has just launched last week their account on Snapchat, because they thought that they are not getting across to younger people who are on Snapchat. The last cabinet meeting of this country, every cabinet minister was asked to start their Instagram account. Something about me, which you can find later. I am not much since I in journalism, but you can follow Pankaj Mantra on Instagram and on YouTube, where whatever a thing is important, I put it out there and post things on that. This day, when we are standing here, your future and the future of democracies, your future, the future of this planet is being decided by social media. In the last 2 years, I have been interacting with people from 50 countries. They are all government servants, on how the governance is now being led by social media. And everyone who comes at this, people from Vietnam, people from South Africa, people from Armenia, people from Russia, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, they have just one question. Tell us how to deal with social media. And these are top bureaucrats of all these countries. Someone is working in president's office, someone is working in prime minister's office, someone is running their public broadcaster like we have our Doordarshan. And they have only one question. So the governance globally is now become social media. So much so that the President of America has its own social media platform, Truth, because he wanted to talk directly to people. Now, I'll just give you a snapshot of what's going on. If you go on my YouTube, there is a longish 15 minutes. 15 minutes is a long time of reels. So there's a 15-minute lecture I gave in Armenia to these people on how the social media is now appending the normal course of function in democracies, and how the threat to democracies, to two countries, is coming from now social media. And I tell them that if you know how to make memes, you would be a very successful bureaucrat. Because the world is now being run on memes. So there are about 8.25 billion people in the world these days, out of which 8.79, more than the number of people in the world, 8.79 billion are connected. Individuals using the internet is 6 billion. And social media users like you are 5.6 billion. तो जितना लोग, अगर आप पूछे कि दुनिया में कितने लोग दूध पीते हैं, तो आपको ये मालूम पड़ेगा कि दूध कम लोग पीते हैं, सोशल मीडिया पे ज्यादा लोग रहते हैं. It's become so pervasive, it's become so entrenched in our society. अब ये देखिए कि ये सोशल मीडिया जो है, इसका फुटप्रिंट क्या है. सोशल मीडिया का जो फुटप्रिंट है, यानी कितने लोग सोशल मीडिया पर हैं दुनिया में. नॉर्दर्न यूरोप में 97% पीपल आर ऑलरेडी ऑन सोशल मीडिया, तो वो तो खत्म होगी. 3% वो लोग होंगे जिनकी उम्र जो है वो 80 से ज्यादा होगी और वो कांट इवन सी. वेस्टर्न यूरोप में 95% है, सदर्न यूरोप में 91% है, ईस्टर्न यूरोप में 92% है. This is saturation point where everyone is now on social media and they are using the internet for their day-to-day lives. China, Central Asia, 82%. People are already on social media. Western Asia, 76%. North Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, and all that. So 73%. US, 93%. Central America, Mexico, and all these countries, 80%. Southern America, Brazil, Argentina, 83%. So where social media can go now? Why is all this hullabaloo? Why Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates keep coming to India? Because in South Asia, the penetration of social media is only 64% and of connectivity. So we still have another 30% to go up. आप में से कितने लोग MBA कर रहे हैं? MBA students. Okay. Technology. BCom. Okay. So you're doing BCom and all that. I'm going to talk a lot about business. Because what you don't know, you know how to make reels, how to make memes, how to be on social media, how to connect with social media. But one thing you don't know, that what you are doing, इसके ऊपर पैसा किसका लगा हुआ है? Who's helping you? Who's funding this? Like your parents are funding you with your fee to study here. But you don't know that who's funding all this? Social media. And what is the business of the social media? So Middle Africa, so South Africa is only 64% penetration of connectivity and social media. Middle Africa only 33%, Eastern Africa 26%, where you have Somalia and South Sudan and all these poor countries. And Western Africa is about 42.9%. So this is basically internet adoption in the world. So where is the new market? The new market is only in Africa and South Asia. And in South Asia, you have Nepal, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, and naturally, India is a very big part of it. So in India, in 2011, the penetration of internet was only 8%. Only 8% people. I mean, most of you must have been born after 2011, or you must be in school or something. So since you left school and came to college, the number of internet users in India has gone up from 8% to 70% in these last 15 years. And social network usage, when I logged into Twitter for the first time and Facebook for the first time, only 3% Indians use Twitter and Facebook. Now it's almost reached about 34%. But there is still a lot of headroom, as they say. 34% का मतलब ये हुआ कि 66% are still not there. So that's why we have this concentration going on of all these companies. Do you know one thing? You must be looking for jobs after you study. Who all are not looking for jobs? You are not looking for a job because you already have one. There you go. Who all will be looking for jobs after this complete their study? नौकरी कौन करना चाहते हैं? No one of you wants to do a job. 1, 2, 3. बाकी सबके क्या घर पर वो तेल के कुएं हैं? I'm sure each one of you want to get into a job after you finish this. So you have to also know where the jobs are. How many of you want to be inclined to join a company like Infosys, HCL, Google? How many of you do apply? ऐसे करके थोड़ी जब यूं करेंगे तब तो मालूम पड़ेगा ना. Okay. Today in India, Infosys, HCL, Wipro are, I'll make a reel of all three of you. I'll ask your neighbors to make a reel. You are talking in the class. So Infosys, Wipro, HCL Tech, and all these companies together last year provided only 5,800 jobs. Who was the largest job provider last year? Any ideas? One question. It was YouTube. YouTube now provides 9 lakh jobs in India. The railways provides 11 lakh jobs. It's the third largest provider of job in the country. Because people who are making reels on YouTube or shorts, they're called shorts on YouTube. What's called? Shorts. Yeah. So people making shorts on YouTube have a better chance of getting a job than people who are mugging in the night. That is the message they want to send. And that's why YouTube in its last annual report said very proudly that we are providing employment equivalent status to 9.9 lakh people in India. And how much is that employment equivalent? Is 1 lakh rupees and up. The person who made this reel, anyone knows his name? This reel, Mere Mehboob, which I was playing. Don't know? His name is Joshi. He's from Uttarakhand. I'm forgetting his first name. Anyone remembers? Saurav. Gaurav Joshi. Huh? Gaurav Joshi. He was on TV all the time. When he made that reel, he had about what, 15,000 followers? Now he has 500,000 followers. And after 1 million, your impact is as good as Times of India. You are equivalent of a broadcast company if you have more than 1 million followers on any platform. So people like Zendaya and Miley Cyrus and all these people, they are companies because of their followers. Amitabh Bachchan charges 5 crore rupees per tweet per campaign. So when we were launching Go News, I called him up. I used to be on KBC with him as an expert. So I just said, we are trying to, launch this, and please, can you help us? So he tweeted 5 times our stories, what we were doing on Go News. I got a call from an advertiser कि आपने बच्चन साहब को कितने पैसे दिए? मैंने कहा मैंने तो नहीं दिए, मैं जानता हूं उनको. So he said, this is what you've done is worth about 5 crores. What he's done for you. So this has become a new, not only a new business, but a new opportunity. Now, in that opportunity, we have all these problems. Safety on digital space, privacy, and human rights. So how we connect the two, that we do not fall for this while we are looking for employment on this. Because India is now #1 subscriber for YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, ChatGPT, and Claude. 400 million people. And Gemini. Okay, so we are a very large country, and all of us are on these platforms, and we are providing this subscriber base to these huge companies. Anyone on Telegram है? Telegram चल रहा है कि बंद हो गया? अभी भी चल रहा है? So all this what I'm talking about is done by 7 companies. Now, whoever tells me these 7 names, which are these 7 companies? Let's start. अरे यार आपके पास जॉब है, आप मत बोलो. Anyone? Which are the 7 top companies who run all these platforms? Meta, Google, Meta, Google, और हाँ जी, OpenAI for ChatGPT, yeah. Microsoft, Apple, Alphabet, Amazon, and Tesla. 7 companies. Okay. So these 7 companies control everything which is there in online words. They have about 80 to 90% of control of what is happening on the online world. I said Tesla because Tesla is owned by Elon Musk, who also owns X. And you'll be shocked to know that the market capitalization of these 7 companies total is bigger than India's GDP. Sorry? Yeah. But these together is like 20 million, $20 trillion. We are still huffing and puffing to reach $5 trillion. So this is the second largest economy in the world after the US. And if you take out these 7 companies from the US GDP, from that 40 trillion, the GDP becomes half. So this is how important, how big these companies are. They can buy countries. And their largest base is in India. NVIDIA, annual salary in NVIDIA is now more than $1 million. $1 million हिंदुस्तान के हिसाब से हुआ कोई 8 करोड़ 20 लाख रुपए. नो, डॉलर कितना है आजकल? 9.4 और 5 चल रहा है. तो 9.5 करोड़ रुपए साल के जो हैं वो हर एक बंदे को मिलते हैं जो एनवीडिया में काम करता है. एवरेज. Okay? So this is how powerful these companies are. This is how big these companies are. Their one algorithm change can make you a hero like Gaurav Joshi, or can make you a zero. So that's how important these companies are. And they are the largest influencers of now entertainment and politics. What happens in the entertainment world, the new movies which are launched, Odyssey would not been able to be such a successful movie if it is not tied up with all these social platforms. Okay? When you are launching a movie now, your first thing is that how we are going to market it. And these are big movies, $500 million and all. I mean, they make in 1 week. So that is why it's become so important. And also, they can also influence society. In the last 1 year, 2 years, the governments in Maldives, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bangladesh have been changed by social media. इंडिया में भी बड़ा क्लोज आ गए थे वो चेंज करने के लिए, लेकिन वो मंत्री जी ने इस्तीफा दे दिया तो वो खत्म हो गया. So this is how important these companies are. Now, who said that artificial intelligence is disrupting democracies? Who said this? Anyone? Elon Musk. So the man who's sitting at the top of artificial intelligence with Grok is telling the world that this is not for democracy. And he's not doing anything to stop it. Because if he stops Grok, his subscription levels will go down in the world. So as I said, in India now we have 500 million people who are on social media. The total number of Indians is about 1.4 billion, out of which 1/3 are on social media. The total Meta, people who are on Facebook and Instagram and Thread and WhatsApp, the total number of people is about 3 billion who are on this platform, and 500 million come from India. So you can imagine that how important India is for them. Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, their total profit globally is $30 billion. $30 billion. And their profit from India is only 77 million, which is 0.12%. So why India is so important for them? Because the Instagram user like you, if they leave Instagram, then the number of subscriptions of Meta and Mark Zuckerberg comes down and the value of his company goes down considerably. And that's why he would, अभी माफी मांगी उन्होंने, आपको मालूम है ज़ुकरबर्ग ने माफी मांगी, हेडलाइन आई थी, क्योंकि पीएम का जो हमारा वो इंस्टाग्राम पर रील थी वो ड्रॉप हो गई थी, फेसबुक पर जो रील थी वो ड्रॉप हो गई थी थोड़े आधे घंटे के लिए। उन्होंने इसलिए माफी मांगी कि अगर गवर्नमेंट कुछ कर देती है, बैन कर देती है, तो उनका 5 मिलियन का जो ये इतना बड़ा सब्सक्रिप्शन बेस है वो खत्म हो जाएगा, और उसके खत्म होने से उनकी कंपनी की एनुअल रिपोर्ट जो है उसमें ये आएगा कि देयर इज मैसिव डिक्लाइन in the subscription, and massive decline in the subscription would lead to a massive decline in the share price of Meta, and they cannot afford that. Now we come back to today's issue. How many of you have read the signing up policy of Instagram? Anyone? जब आप साइन इन करते हैं एंड देन ओके करते हैं इंस्टाग्राम पर, so do you read that what you are signing on? And even if you want to read, it's a 324-page document on which you are signing. उसमें आता है वो. These are the terms and conditions. We don't read that. We just sign up because we want to make reels. I'm not asking you to read that 300-page document. उससे अच्छा आप अपनी किताब पढ़ें सिलेबस की. Okay? But that is how all this is driven. Because once you are signed in, my Twitter account got hacked last month. And it took me, because I know people, so I can talk to the head of compliance in X office, and within, I think, 2 days, it was restored. But then I realized that after that, my traction is gone down. Because someone changed something, and it was hijacked, and it is being hijacked. The same Twitter account, X account, is being hijacked by a crypto company in America. So what they do is that they hijack your account and then they say, oh, I've been trying crypto for last 2 years and now the results have come in. And they'll put a picture of a car, shiny Ferrari or something, and that this is how much money I have made on crypto. So in my case, they put a picture of a very nice house in California. I said, "Ki I've been like on crypto for last 2 years and now the returns are coming back." And they put the pictures of this very nice house somewhere in California. And my friend started calling up. कि यार तुमने मकान बदल लिया, तुमने बताया नहीं. So this is how it works. And this is how important it is for people. There's some crypto company in America because I don't have much following. I have about like 200,000 or something. But even for that, a crypto company is very important, but the influence is more. They know that this person has more influence because the kind of people who are following me are important. Ministers follow you. All the TV anchors follow you. Journalists follow you. So they know that the impact of this person is huge. So this is the background of what is happening in your phone. That your phone is charging a 20 trillion economy in the world. It's in your pocket. That's in the pocket of all people. About 34% people in India, which is millions and millions of people. So this is the background, that this is how it's working. Now we come to what are the pitfalls of this. I told you about the pitfalls. Your private information you have given to these people. Your timelines are there. I'm writing a book, and the person who's my editor of writing this book, and she told me that, we will need to go through your social media. I said, why? Because we want to check what you are writing in the book. It conforms with your social media posts. That if I'm writing in my book that I was working from this date to this date in this organization, so they want to recheck it. So you have that power on people's lives. The social media companies have that kind of a power. You can't lie anymore. I can't say that on this day I was in Russia, because that day maybe I posted something from some other country. So your entire private information is there. If I, as a journalist, want to check someone's background, I check their social media handles. Remember this, when you are going for an interview or a job, that the person who's interviewing you is going through your social media handles. I'll give you an example. Someone had applied in Go News, very intelligent and very good reporter, who had done a very good reporting for Reuters, foreign organizations and all that. And we were just sitting and talking, and I was going through his Facebook. And in his Facebook post, I realized that he had posted a small video of he with 2-3 friends drinking beer in a train. So I looked at it and I said, "Is this your Facebook?" He said, "Yeah." So in the middle of all these articles which he had posted on Facebook about what he has done in life as a reporter, was this small video, 15 seconds, that he was having beer in a train. I didn't give him the job. You know why? Because he was breaking a law. It is illegal to drink in Indian railways. It's written outside. It's written inside. So if you can drink beer in railways, I don't trust you. because you have broken. Sir, हम तो मस्ती कर रहे थे. I was going on holiday. We were on leave. No, it doesn't matter. If I'm giving you a job, I'm trusting you with facts for my news platform, that you will not do something illegal. And when there is evidence that you're doing something illegal, I'm not going to give you a job. He was very upset with me. He told his friends कि अरे वो तो जाने अपने को क्या समझते हैं. Because no, this is not that. So keep that in mind. Keep your timelines clean. As you know, there's a whole thing coming out in the papers these days that uh, all the people who went to Junta Mantak, their social media handles are being what Sir was saying, are being searched. Keep your timeline totally clean. I've been on now Twitter since 2009, and I can say with pride that not a single tweet has come under that, against the rules kind of a thing. You have to be very responsible because you've signed on that 300-page document when you logged in, and that's operating. Now, there's something called the Delhi Union. You can find on Instagram. They are all young people like you who are either finishing their study or they have just finished their studies and they are interns. There are people who are between semesters and they are here and they organize this the Delhi Union, and it's on the lines of the Oxford Union from University of Oxford. I go there a lot and talk to them because that's the only way I can keep up with young people in large numbers. Follow them. They organize debates on all kind of stuff. Last time they organized a debate on the means of student protest in Delhi. The means and ends, whether they are justified or not. Okay, see that debate. Because there's a whole lot of hullabaloo in our country right now about that the language of young people on social media is becoming very bad. And I defended all of you, though I don't use that language myself. But I defended the language that this is what they are learning on social media. So we can't close our eyes to what language is being used on social media, because naturally you people will learn that language. Someone said that this is unparliamentary. So I told them that these people are sitting on the street, they've got nothing to do with the parliament. So follow that. Then, if you really want to know of what is happening on the digital thing, there's a digital website called Data Reportal. Please write down. DATA Reportal, TAL. Datareportal.com. It gives you every data about online world on just one page. So there's an India report, there's Sri Lanka report, there are all kind of reports. So follow these things, because this is also a great tool in your hands. When Twitter was just starting in India, and I used to do a program for NDTV, which was basically a program of people asking questions. So in the morning, I used to put out on Twitter, what are your questions for the day? And this is a person who's, Amir Khan is coming today for interview. What do you want to ask Amir Khan? And by the evening, believe to me, I'll get 100 questions and my job was done. Because those are the people who actually watch Amir Khan movies. I don't. So you can use this in your daily life very successful. And now with ChatGPT and all that, it's become more and more useful. Though caution